At least I look good on camera. My makeup is just, wow, it's just really not cooperating today. We are about to leave for our anatomy scan. So I'm 22 weeks as of Wednesday, and today's Friday, so I'm 22 weeks and 2 days. And I mean, you can kind of see the bump. I don't know if you can tell it when I wear like baggier clothes, but my baggy clothes are getting less baggy. She's been moving around a lot. She's been squirming a lot, kicking a lot. Zach actually has been able to feel her when he puts his hand on my stomach. If she's making like a really big kick, he'll be able to feel it. But anyway, today's our anatomy scan. And most doctor's offices, you can't record in hours. As long as everything is okay. I will share, you know, what we learned and how things look, and I'll show some pictures. Apparently we get a 3D ultrasound today. They didn't tell me to drink a specific amount of water, so I've just been like drinking as much water as I can today, because I do know I have to pee in a cup. But anyway, we gotta get going. Well, it's supposed to be a 20-week anatomy scan, but they scheduled me for 22 weeks because I turned 20 weeks literally the week of the holidays. So anyway, we have to go. And then afterwards, we're going to Zach's stepdad's house to exchange Christmas gifts with them, like almost a month later. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I still just look a little chunky, like you wouldn't know I'm pregnant. My Stanley Cup matches my Mrs. Lars sweater today. Okay, it's time to go. The last time we saw her was at this office at 11 weeks and 6 days, and now I'm 22 weeks and 2 days. So we haven't seen her in quite some time, and I'm very excited to see her. Right, because, you know, we'll be able to see more of her features, because I think they're going to do it. They said they're going to do a 3D ultrasound. And then, you know, they get to check to make sure everything's developing properly and everything looks good, which I am nervous about, but like, there's literally nothing I can do besides hope and pray. She just kicked me, so I think she's like, Mom, like, chill out. Oh yeah, so we got in the car, Zach started it, and the tire light is on, which...
It's been a thing, but it's never imminent. It's never like, oh, we have a flat.
No.
It's like the tire pressure is a little bit lower than it probably should be. Which,
okay, these tires, I mean, granted, my car is 10 years old. Oh, 11 years old. But I've only had it for 9 years because it was used. But it's 11 years old. We've had actually like no actual issues with it, outside of like having to get it repaired because the glass broke, like accidental stuff. Nothing where it's been like a system issue. So I love my Kia Soul, okay? We've had a couple of tire issues. So we got new tires last year, and then they didn't put them on right or something, and we didn't get it fixed again for like 6 months until like September, after we got back from the honeymoon. Yeah. And they were like, yeah, this wasn't even put on right. And we were like, okay, got it. So and now it's that same back tire, and the back tires are new. Don't drive a lot, you know, we work from home. We drive basically only on the weekends. So the tires should be fine. So we definitely don't need new tires. I haven't found like a hole. I drove
yesterday and it was fine.
Yeah, I haven't found like any holes or like nails or anything over this time, so like, I don't know. But like, that's a boring side note that this video is not about. I just wanted to record it just because I want to record this day. I've been told like anatomy scans are like an hour long, which as long as everything's okay, it's like an hour long. So it could be even longer if things aren't looking right, or if she's not in the right position. So it's like, if she's not in the right position, I might have to do some like jumping jacks or like do something to get her to move. So I don't know, I'm really hoping it's smooth because I can't handle something not going right. But we're believing in God that, you know, she's okay and that everything is good. Okay, so we were in there for an hour and a half, and she's perfectly healthy. Everything looks amazing. Not except for, but I'm only 4'10". When I was born full term, I was only 5 pounds. I'm a smaller girl. I have a lot of small women on my side of the family. So that being said, she is on the very lower end of normal. So she's in the 11th percentile, which is really small.
Yes.
But nothing like to worry about. So she said anything below 10, they might be a little concerned, but like between, I guess, like 10 and 19, they're less concerned, but they want you to come back in a month just to make sure she's continuing to grow. So either if she's in a higher percentile at that point, or if she's in the same percentile, it just means she's growing, she's just smaller. So we do have to go back in a month, which otherwise they said we wouldn't have to go back to that office. But, you know, so I'm not concerned because they said she looked good. There was no, like, there was no reason to worry. Even, like, her being small, she was like, I'm not very worried. Also, she had her head down, so they were like, we couldn't really get a good measurement of her head. So, like, the percentile still might be, like, exaggerated. Like, it might not actually be 11. So I'm gonna come back next time, make sure she's growing, you know, they can get a better measure of her head. But yeah, so, you know, I'm not too worried about that because I'm very small. But we got some pictures, and here's some good ones. These are the 3D. Do you think she has my nose? What do we think? Actually, yeah, so, like, everything went well. So, I'm not actually worried about the small thing. And the doctor didn't seem worried as well, but we will be coming back in a month. And then in other news, so we went to Hobby Lobby after, and I picked up some scrapbooking stuff. I picked up some of these, like, scrapbooking scissors that, like, cut into shapes, and then some pretty flowers, and then, like, a couple of, hold on, this is a mess. A couple of sticker books for, like, wedding stuff, because I'm determined to get this wedding scrapbook done so that I can start working on the baby scrapbook, because if I don't get these done shortly, it's not going to get done. And I really want to have our wedding pictures and everything, like, in a scrapbook, and, like, I want to have the scrapbook all cute and decorated. We are now at Starbucks getting a snack, and then we'll go to Zach's stepdad's house after this and do our little Christmas exchange and eat dinner, and then I think we're just gonna, like, relax the rest of the day. But very happy, the appointment went super well, and baby girl is a baby girl. We also confirmed she's a girl, and she's very healthy, so we're happy to hear about that.
Very.
Yeah, so they even double checked her blood flow to the placenta to make sure, like, everything was okay with that, and they said it was perfect. She said perfect.
Yeah.
So there's really actually no reason for them to worry besides the fact that she's just a little small. Everything else is proportional. So yeah.
She's just a little small girl.
She's just
That's
small,
all.
but
a little tiny.
But I'd be happy if she was small like me, because, you know,
Tori's been wanting her to be a little small.
Yeah, so. I do. I have been wanting her to be, like, on the smaller end. Nothing, like, worrisome, but yeah, I have to ask my mom if she remembers what percentile I was. Many hours later, we had a little Christmas at Zach's stepdad's house and exchanged gifts with them. And then we had pizza for dinner, and then we went out and got ice cream, and then Zach had to get some of his, like, old, like, memorabilia and stuff out of his old room, which is now his sister's room, because, you know, he's got to get his stuff out of there to make room for her. Yeah, so we started going through some of his stuff, and, like, it just took longer than we expected because there was so much to go through. And then, you know, as we were, like, leaving, his stepdad was like, well, did you go through, like, the huge boxes of pictures? We were like, no. And I've always bothered Zach and his mom and his dad, like, show me baby pictures. And, like, the youngest pictures I've seen of him have been him, the youngest has been, like, 3 years old, which is not a baby. So I'm like, dang, like, you don't have any baby pictures? But today, his stepdad, like, brought us over to where the, like, he, like, showed us all these bins, and it's literally just bins of, like, stacks of pictures that, like, aren't organized or anything. So we took them back with us to go through, and then we'll separate out, like, the ones that we want to take and, like, the ones of Zach. And then, of course, like, we'll scan them and get our own copies and then give them back because, you know, they're not our pictures, but I do want them, you know, to show our kids, and then also for the baby shower, because they want to do, like, you know, pictures of me as a baby, pictures of Zach as a baby. But yeah, so we got quite a lot of pictures from that. So I'll have to just set aside an evening to, like, go through them. But we're home to Daisy a lot later than I thought, and I feel really bad. Yeah, so we had a really good day. It was really long. I'm just happy that baby's good and she's doing well. Everything looks perfect. I'm not surprised that she's small. we're just gonna hang out. It's 9:30. So I think that for the rest of the night, we're just gonna kind of like hang out and chill and get comfortable. Cause tomorrow we're gonna look at baby furniture, which I'm so excited about. Because we want to start to actually buy stuff for the nursery and like paint for the nursery and everything. So we have to like pick out what we're gonna buy, and some of the stuff we want to buy doesn't ship for like, I've seen 3 to 4 weeks, I've seen 10 to 12 weeks, which we can't do because, so if it ships and then still doesn't come for 2 weeks, we're pushing it really close to when the babies do. And I want to start nesting like soon. So that's just not gonna work for us. But anyway, we have to order it soon. What?
Oh my God.
You scared me.
How?
You said, oh my God. I don't know if this is a common pregnancy symptom. I've been startled very easily. Everything startles me. Everything makes me like jump. I don't know. Tell me if that's like a common pregnancy symptom because I'm having it. It is time for me to say goodnight. Thank you all for watching, and stick around for the next video and subscribe if you like baby videos or pregnancy videos or house renovation videos, because we're gonna have a lot of all of that. Yeah, it was a really good day, and I thank God that, you know, everything looks good and that she's, you know, got all her fingers and toes, and, you know, she looks good in there, and praying that she continues to grow exactly as she needs to. But yeah. Anyway,